Keep watching this video. You're gonna think twice. I'm so scared. I don't know what I'm about to read, but let's just go.
Your boy got the full body do-rag out.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a little different, okay? We're gonna be reading anonymous Reddit reviews on regretful parents, okay? Now, this might be a little controversial, but I feel like nowadays, you know, everybody needs a safe space, and if you are thinking about having a child, just keep watching, because I'm telling you, this is your free birth control. Keep watching this video. You're gonna think twice. Now, disclaimer, if you get easily triggered, come here. Exit stage left, because this video is not for you. Without further ado, let's get started. I am so scared. I'm so scared. I don't know what I'm about to read, but let's just go. Let's put the glasses on, because your girl actually cannot see. Here we go. I'm gonna try my best to stay in front so the light is not blinding y'all, but hey, this is the only way I'm gonna get a good, like, you know what I'm saying, like head frame, and the lighting is like spectacular. Mwah. So bear with me, bear with me. So on Reddit, and there's like a literal community of regretful parents, and it's 146,000 members. OMG, what the heck. So, and then like in the bio it says this is a safe space for parents who think they shouldn't have become a parent to rant, confess, get things off their chest about their kids, partners, families, etc. No judgment or bullying allowed. Okay, so we're gonna go through them. Okay, I don't know how many I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try to pick the ones that are not as bad, but also, you know, get through them. Yeah, and some of these are like so sad, you know, like some of these are some people like they knew that they didn't want kids, and then somebody talked them into having kids, and they were like, damn, I probably shouldn't have done that, you know. Okay, this Reddit was about 3 days ago, and so it says, really regret having a baby. Quick backstory, with my wife for 11 years, and the whole time I always said I didn't want kids because I like doing my own thing when I want, traveling. I like sleeping through the night and not having to worry about being home and what not to be with a kid and what not to be with a kid. If my wife is working, I want to be able to just go to a gun range or out for a motorcycle ride. About 3 years ago, the non-haggling from my wife, I said fine. Now some of these are giving me brain, I'm getting a stroke from reading this. She usually wakes me up twice in the middle of the night, so now I'm exhausted at work. I am now just miserable on my drive home, knowing that I have to take care of a child instead of just relaxing. When the baby gets pissy or I want to get out and do yard work or whatever, and then I can't just have a massive feeling of resentment towards my wife now. I don't know why I made this post since there's absolutely nothing I can do except leave. Guess it's a vent post since I have no one that I can even talk to. Damn. Seems like he is just exhausted because, I mean, they just had a kid. He didn't really say that he never wanted a kid, but it seems like, you know, having a kid kind of didn't allow him to get the proper rest. So if you are having a child, just know, or if you're thinking about having a child, just know that sleep you will not get. You will not know who sleep is, and sleep will not know who you are. Okay, so yeah, that's con number one. Let's keep going. This one is for all my introverts out there, okay? And this is actually kind of funny to me. An introvert's worst nightmare. Whew, okay. It says, I'm a first-time mom and I have a 14-month-old. Prior to having my baby, I lived alone for a decade and I loved it. I got pregnant and my life changed quickly. I must say I hate it. Girl, we hate that for you too. I got pregnant. Oh, especially the holidays. I had the idea that as a family, my boyfriend and I could make our own traditions, but instead I'm having to go to his family's house and mine for the holidays, and I hate it. I hate small talk. I hate the social aspect. I hate having to trust people I don't know with my baby. I don't want to dread the holidays, but I do. I always feel like I'm drowning as an introvert. My battery is not only drained, it probably has melted by now. Damn, girl. Shit. Having a baby will make you a social butterfly. If you don't like to talk to people, well, I feel like you can be put in situations like that even without a kid. But I feel like what she's trying to say is like, you know, having this baby kind of sucks because now I have to interact with my baby's father's family, and sometimes she don't feel like talking, and that is perfectly fine and understandable. Like, girl, already, you know, not your social battery is down, and now you gotta, you know, fake laugh and fake smile in front of family. Thumbs down. 10 out of 10. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Okay. My life is hell. My life was perfect before the baby. In fact, this was the worst 6 months of my life ever. This is by far the lowest point of my life. She's just a great and such a lovely baby, and being with her is about the only good thing about my life and the only thing I look forward. Beyond that, I'm extremely exhausted, angry, and just want to quit everything. I got sick last week, and from a flu, I literally felt like I reached my limit. Money is drained, I have zero sleep, and for some reason my body hurts just everywhere. Just posting this to get it off my chest and for someone to tell me that it gets better, because I have no hope. If this is normal, and then every parent must have been insane to keep going at this. Ooh, child. I mean, the baby is not even 1 year old and she's like, and girl, I get it. I don't have no kids. So don't know. This one is actually insane. Every day I wish I had that abortion. Girl, it says, I, 25-year-old female, am feeling regretful to the point to where I feel like dropping them off to their dads to deal with and just going on with my life. The amount of time I have to beg and claw and bleed myself to be alone or have a break is beginning to get old. I understand I can't undo the kids, but I am starting to indulge in unhealthy habits to cope. Yes, I realize I need therapy, but if it's not one thing, it's another. I have to constantly adjust to one's work schedule and the other's absenteeism. So the daddy is a deadbeat. That's what I'm getting. I'm tired and angry. I just wish I had gotten the abortion. The kids fight each other and scream 85% of the time, and I have the time. 85% of the time I have them. I don't want this anymore. These kids and their dad? OMG. Did y'all hear that? So, moral of the story, get that abortion. If you are thinking about it, don't think about it too much longer. Get the abortion. Well, the laws now are about to change because we all know, yeah, just do what you gotta do, okay? Don't have that kid. Apparently, this is just not working out for homegirl, and I don't know what else to say. Next one on the list is, I can't stand this. I have a 3.5-year-old and a 10-month-old, and I just can't do it. The 3.5-year-old doesn't listen, doesn't go. Oh my goodness. The only thing that helps is putting the TV on, and I feel guilty. If I ever try saying no about anything, he just whines and whines, and I have no backbone just to give in. The 10-month-old isn't even bad, but just the combination of them is horrible. I also have depression and can barely take care of myself right now, so I don't know how I'm supposed to feed and take care of 2 kids. I have a lot of mental help, but I'm just struggling and need to vent. Oh my gosh. Someone said, oh my dear, it sounds awful. I mean, like, you know, 2-year-olds are gonna be 2-year-olds, so, you know, it does suck. I mean, well, 3-year-olds are gonna be 3-year-olds, and, you know, they're toddlers, so being quiet is not something that they're gonna do. But oh my gosh, it's actually insane. And disclaimer, like somebody that's child free by choice, I feel like I would rather, you know, regret getting a dog and send it back or get it adopted somewhere else, or even maybe give it to a friend, than regret having a kid, because you can't necessarily undo that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's so weird. But it's also, I will say, I give it to these parents that are like writing this, because not everybody can come forth and like just be totally honest, you know, with themselves and or with anyone else. So yeah, I congratulate them 100%, because this is probably really hard to even type out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like knowing that you hate being a parent is probably just the worst feeling in the world, because you don't want to let your kids down and you don't want to look like a bad person. But I feel like, you know, we need to talk about this kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, it only gets worse from here, y'all. Like there's some crazy ones I'm actually trying to skip over, because they're like so ridiculous, low-key, not gonna lie. Okay, y'all, this one is a little longer. This one says, life sucks, babies and partners and family. This was 24 days ago, so this was a while back. I've been having difficulty feeling connected or happy lately, losing my freedom, my identity, and the ability to socialize. My baby is 9 months old and I still breastfeed. It limits my ability to be away from the house longer, and I always have a clock ticking in my head when I'm out. We have pumped milk, but daycare uses a lot of it. The issue isn't really being a mom, but I feel like I'm co-parenting with my partner's entire family. I'm in a state with no family and currently no friends. Basically, my entire socialization is with my partner's family, but I always feel like she's the outsider. Oh, I always feel like the outsider, or I'm reminded constantly that I'm the newbie. We've only been together for 2 years, and there's so much that has happened in the past that I don't know about, good and bad, even though I've asked and know most of it. We live with his mom and his little sister because she's still in high school, and he's acted as a co-parent for her whole life. Okay, whatever the heck. I love her dearly, but do I have issues with how she was raised? But I do have issues with how she was raised. I snapped last weekend because it was insinuated that I would raise my child similar to how they raised her. She's given no chores, no responsibilities, no accountability when she doesn't do something. Misses 15% of her school each year, and etc. Now his family is cold with me and won't talk to me about it or try to make up when I've tried to. So now I have no socialization, and I've just been sitting here stewing about everything that's happened in the past year. When I've gotten pregnant, I was in the perfect position for a promotion at work or to get a good job elsewhere. My daily life was miserable and took me out of the running for the promotion. While I was still in my first trimester, my teammates also quit, and I still have no one I work with in the same office. I had to put down my dog because he got cancer at 5 years old. Oh my gosh. And I didn't catch it sooner because of the morning sickness. I moved in with my partner's family and lost all sense of identity. Lost contact with all friends and in my state. Then I got pregnant again while I was 5 months postpartum and had a miscarriage at 10 weeks. The pregnancy was an accident and I was terrified by it, but eventually got really excited when we had already picked a likely name. I haven't fully processed it, and even more lonely that I just went through this and feel completely left behind by his family. He and his sisters say I'm family and I shouldn't feel this way, but it kind of feels like it proves my point. But maybe I'm just being sensitive. OMG. That was a lot, girl. It seems as if like this one, like she just feels like the outsider and the family is like, I guess, like taking over raising the kid, and they're just like, you know, not even letting her be a part of her own daughter's life. I don't know. There's cases like that, and I get it. Late night terror. My son, 2 years old, just recently turned 2, and he's already a pain in the ass. I'm 27-year-old male, away for work, and won't be with my wife, 26-year-old female, for a few more months. Around bedtime, my son decided to take off his diaper and spread the contents. Use your imagination. Oh, that's disgusting. Or whatever it's actually made of, all over the bed. It's extremely annoying to hear this while being so far away, because I literally can't do anything besides hear my wife tell me how pissed off she is, and she's trying to clean up the mess in the background. I feel useless, ultimately just regretful. Why can't he just be not a hassle? OMG. Yo, toddler spreading they boo-boo everywhere is insane. And it's crazy because toddlers, babies, first of all, little babies, little kids, I feel like up to the age of like even 10, they don't have social awareness or awareness of anything, really. Like, they're just kids. They don't know what the heck is happening, and they just do things, especially a 2-year-old. A toddler, that sounds, toddlers are not demure, okay? Let me tell you. And so I just feel like that just gave me every reason to not have a freaking child, okay? Let's keep going. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. There's like, I'm gonna do 3 more and then I'm gonna wrap it up. But so far, it's just not looking too good. I'm not convinced. Okay, this is a short one. This one says, well, I regret becoming a mother. Now what? I was literally so young and naive at 20 years old, got pregnant. Now I'm almost 25 with an almost 4-year-old. And this shit sucks. Kid is behind on speech, co-parenting, gotta worry about childcare. I'm having trouble getting back into school because I don't have much support. I'm over it. Woo! See? Now I feel like kids, you can do a lot of things with kids, but I mean, going to school, trying to go back to school and trying to find child support, especially nowadays, is a lot harder than people like myself with no kids think. You know, we think, oh, you could just call somebody. No, sometimes some people, and they have every right to say no. Some people aren't gonna just say yes to watching your kid, and it sucks, you know. And even if you do have support, just waking up and taking care of a child is exhausting, because you can have a bad day. You know, you can't just come home, sit down, kick your feet up, cry in your pillow and drink some wine and you know what I'm saying? No, you gotta come home to a crying baby, and you know what I'm saying? And they want your yitties. And it's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just have time for yourself. You're gonna constantly be touched. So if you don't like touching, I feel like having a child is definitely not for you. And I just feel like you shouldn't let anyone kind of change your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a kid is such a big commitment, and you have to be ready to make that commitment. You know what I'm saying? And like, kids are just so, it's just such a big thing to have, you know what I'm saying? So like, when I see people my age, like I'm 23, I'll be 23 next month, but having kids is just such an adult ass shit thing. Like, we were just skipping class 4 years ago. Like, it's so weird to think, like, you know, you got like 23-year-olds that's like raising kids and, you know, playing house and with a family and stuff. Some people I know are getting married. What? This one is, what a trap. I never wanted kids, but when my partner suggested the idea, I got so excited and I wanted to do this. And we did. Now I'm just so stressed about this little human, their future, and how not to mess up the whole parenting thing. Now I realize how amazing my life was before. I absolutely love my baby, no doubt there, and everything's pretty much perfect. Healthy, beautiful baby, both parents are present, finances are good. I just feel so guilty for all my thoughts and feelings, how the before was just fine, and now my life will never be the same. I almost feel like I would never be able to relax and be carefree in my head. I guess I'm just whining here. Nothing can be fixed. Well, I feel like, you know, and that it's like, some people, I've even been told this, like, oh, you'll change your mind, I'm literally so tired of hearing that. Like, I'm 23 now, okay? I will say yes, mistakes happen, but you know, we can also get rid of the mistakes, if you get what I'm saying. Honestly, all jokes aside, it's quite insane to what you know, kids can put you through, especially smaller children. And the older you get, the less patience you have. So really not anyone else's business if you decide to not have children, you know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't get ridiculed for that. And you are still a woman if you decide that you don't want kids, because that's not everybody's life goals. You know, not everybody's goals is to be just a mom and a mom and a mom and doing this and wiping the baby's diaper and, you know, getting it ready and taking it to school and going to PTA meetings. Like, all of that shit sound boring as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That shit sound boring. I don't want to do it. It doesn't sound fun. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They're cute in the beginning, but if you're having a kid because they're cute, that is the wrong reason to have a child. So I don't know, but I know for me, in the way my life is gonna go, kids does not fit in that description, or it doesn't fit in my life. It would never fit, and no one could ever convince me otherwise to have a kid. And matter of fact, I don't see the reason, I don't see a benefit for me to have a kid, but because it looks cute. That's it. They are cute and they're like a mini version of you and your partner. But other than that, I don't want to be responsible for something, for a human being, for 18 plus. And not even just at 18. People forget, at 18 it doesn't just stop there. It goes beyond 18, 20, 22, 23. My parents are in their 60s. Well, one of my parents are in their 60s. My parents are in their late 50s, and I'm 23. They're still taking care of my ass. Ha! Okay, y'all, and that wraps up this video. It was a lot more, but honestly, it was too many to go through. Like I said, it was like 146,000 members in the Regretful Parent group on Reddit. So yeah, if y'all want a part 2, let me know. Also, I can also do like a reverse one, like a child-free by choice women one, if there is one. I'm not sure, but let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other kind of videos you want to see. I'm also going to be doing a snack video, okay, like trying different snacks from around the world, so stay tuned for that, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.